Okay, class, we are going to do writing and we are going to look into formal letter writing. Do you remember we did formal and informal letters? So we are going to look into other kinds of formal letter writing. And we are going to look into two kinds of letter writing. That is, I mean, two types of them. That is a leave application letter and a blank. Now, these both letters come under formal letter writing. Okay. So let's look at one. These are the examples. There are many other types of formal letter writing. These are just the two examples that we're going to look into. Of letter writing that we follow the block format, and I know you all are aware of the block format because we have been learning about this with all the formats of letter writing in this semester, and we follow the block format, where everything is aligned to the left side. All right, so let's look at a leave application letter under formal letters. Leave application letter, you might need to take knowledge of exams. The format of a leave letter is the same as that of a formal letter. I'm sure all of you must have written a leave letter in your lives at some point or the other, especially in school and junior college also. So we are all aware of a leave application letter. The reason can be anything, but then you must have written a leave application letter, and we all know that it is a formal letter since we are addressing it to the principal or to the class teacher of the college or school. When applying for leave from college, be sure to include details such as your roll number. Obviously, you have to mention your name, your roll number, and the class to which you belong to. All right, department and other personal details related to the college. Some institutes require you to submit a medical certificate if the leave is for more than 3 days due to illness. I think we are all aware of this. If you have taken leave for many days due to some kind of a sickness or illness, then you have to produce a medical certificate along with your leave letter. We're all aware. So if you are attesting a medical certificate with your leave application letter, this is a sample of how you will be writing a leave letter. Okay, I want all of you to pay attention to this one. As you can see on your screen, the left top corner is the sender's address. Sender in the sense, the person who is writing this letter. All right, now for example, we have here Michelle Johnson is the person who is writing this letter and applying for leave, third year BTech IT, and this is the ID number. In your case, probably you will be writing your roll number. And then you have your date, and then to whom the letter is being addressed. The principal, Sarabha College of Technology, Arasampatti, Chennai, and then this is the pin code, the address. All right, and then your salutation, dear sir or dear madam. If you are sure, dear sir or dear madam, and then you have your subject. What is the subject? Request for 2 weeks leave. And then here comes the body of your letter, the main body. What is it? I am Michelle Johnson, studying in third year information technology. My student ID number is so-and-so. I'm writing to you to inform you that I'm going to undergo a small surgery on 12th March 2016 to remove kidney stones. Doctors have advised me to take complete bed rest for 1 week after the surgery. I request you to kindly grant me leave for 2 weeks from 10th March 2016. If I am forced to extend my leave, I shall inform you well in advance. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Michelle Johnson. This is the signature and then the full name and then the parent signature because it is from a school, a high school. Okay, and since this person Michelle is enclosing a medical certificate, at the bottom towards the end of the letter, enclosure, and you have to mention and specify what is it that you're enclosing. Medical certificate dated 6th March 2016. Class, was this letter clear, all of you? I hope it is clear. Yes.
Yes.
So that is a leave application letter. But that is one type of a formal letter. Let's move on to another type of a formal letter, a banking correspondence. This I'm sure you all will need in the future. I don't know how many of y'all did this already, because at the age you are in, I think your parents do this. But then there are some, we as customers, we might need our banking statement, our account statement. Now this we will require, especially as students, when you are applying for a visa, for whatever reason, probably you want to study abroad, or you want to work abroad, or you just want to visit. But then I'm giving you an example in cases where they can ask you for a bank statement. A bank statement is nothing but a statement of your account. It can be a savings account, it can be a current account, but then this is a requirement for your visa. If you're applying for a visa, this will be one of the required documents where you have to provide a statement. Now it is up to them. They will tell you, the visa office people, they will tell you whether they require a 6 months account statement or a 3 month account statement or 1 month account statement. It is just for them to know the existing balance in your account in case there is any contingency or emergency when you go to some place. If there is at all a mishap, unfortunately, just it is just to be precautious, so that you have enough money to take care of yourself and to bring yourself back home. All right, so it is a compulsory requirement that they will be asking you for your account statement. And because you want your account statement, it is your bank which can provide you with the account statement, which has to give you. All right, so for which you will have to write a letter to the bank requesting them to give your account statement for how much ever period you mention. You can ask the bank for a 6 months account statement or a 3 month account statement. So let's look into the sample letter with their different stakeholders. As all of us use banking facilities, it is a good idea to practice writing such types of letter is an application for an account statement. Now look at this one. Like we read, like we saw earlier, all our letters are in the block format where everything is aligned to the left, and to the top left corner you have the sender's name and address, Neha Kumari, and this is the address, phone number also. And then underneath you have the date, and then you have the senders, I mean you have the what is this person to whom you're sending, to whom it is being addressed, that person's address, to the branch manager. And then this is the bank's address, and then again the salutation, dear sir. And then the subject, what is the subject, the reason for you writing this letter, request for account statements. And then you go to the main part of your letter. I hold an account in the Koti branch of HBL Bank since 2012. My account details are as follows: account type, savings bank, account number, and then we all know that you will have an account number, so you will be writing your account number. And then account name, what is the name, Neha Kumar. Account type is very important because we have various types of accounts in banks, as you're I believe you're all aware of that one. I am a student and I'm applying for an internship abroad. The visa application requires a bank statement for the last 3 months. May I request you to please issue an account statement for the period 1st August 2016 to 31st October 2016. I would greatly appreciate it if you could please send the statement to me as soon as possible, as I need to submit my documents to the concerned in a week's time. Thank you very much. Yours faithfully, Kumari. First the signature and then the name. So that is an example of a formal letter requesting the bank for an account statement. So class, we have seen two types of formal letters today. That is a leave application letter to the principal, and then a letter to the bank requesting for your account statements. Okay, so I'm sure you all must have understood these two types of formal. You have two topics. It is up to y'all. You can choose one of these topics for your assignments. class, you all remember you have letter writing. Okay, you can choose one of these also for your formal writing. They have given you two. Let's look into the topics. Imagine that you are the proprietor of Garuda Traders, Hyderabad. You would like to open a current account in a bank. Write a letter to the branch manager of ABC Bank making this request. You're the proprietor of Garuda Traders in Hyderabad, and as a proprietor, you would like to open a current account in a particular bank called ABC Bank, and therefore you're writing a letter to the branch manager requesting them to open an account for you. All right. The next topic: write a letter to the principal of your college requesting him or her to grant you permission early every day for a month so that you can attend an evening course that you did. I'm sure you all must have understood the reason for writing this letter. You must have joined a course outside college, a supporting course of your okay, and then that course probably starts half an hour earlier before the college I mean for the day. So you're writing a letter to the principal requesting him or her to let you leave college half an hour or an hour early, all right, every day for 1 month, because you have enrolled yourself in a certain course outside college. So this is the letter that you will be principal. So we have seen two letters here. Students, is the formal letter understood?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, so please consider writing this letter in for your assignments. Or you can choose any one of these topics. A formal letter shouldn't be difficult to write, and you have please follow the structure very carefully. It is the structure that is very important for you all to follow.